Okay, so I have an unreasonably big stack of books here, and I bought all of these in the last 2 weeks, which sounds a bit crazy, but I can explain that I've been to a lot of secondhand shops. I went to Melbourne, and there's lots of secondhand shops, bookstores there, and op shops and shit like that. And then I went to a Lifeline charity thing, where the books were like $2. So you can't blame me. Um, anyway, today we're going to be fixing what's going on here because it's a bit ugly, and I need to fit all these books in. So I cleared out this shelf, and now that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to organize these into like the different piles. I've already got some sections going here, so I'll show you in a second, but I've got ancient authors and like some modern history of ancient society. And then down the bottom here is a bit of a mix, bit of biography, bit of travel, bit of politics, bit of this and that, modern history, stuff like that. Up here I've got kind of classics, so I've split it up by the birth location of the author. So we've got like American authors, English authors, German, then Russian. And then down the bottom we've got Shakespeare plays and poetry. So I've got like Arthur Miller, Dante, and then more modern fiction, but really it's just anything that isn't American English, Russian, or just anything that doesn't fit. So, for example, this book will go in the modern section. I haven't read it yet, but basically. Oh, Heinrich Schliemann.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
This has gone really bad.
Also.
Okay, I'm really gonna quickly go through some of the books that I recently bought and why I bought them. So let's do that. My mom bought me this book because she read it and she said it was really good, and she said that a large part of it is like the Epic of Gilgamesh or like Mesopotamian culture. So it's something I'm interested in. So I told her I would read it if she bought it for me, and she actually bought it for me. So lucky me, I got this one to add. Today I bought Strindberg's Three Plays. Apparently they're all about relationships between men and women. So whether it's like boyfriend, girlfriend, or father, daughter, things like that, which I thought was pretty interesting. So 3 plays to read, another one to add. The Lives of the Later Caesars is something I look forward to reading because I've read Suetonius's Lives of the Caesars, or Lives of the 12 Caesars. And obviously I'm a huge history lover, so this is cool. And I don't really know much about the later Roman Empire, like past the Julia-Claudian era of the Roman Empire. So that is something else to read. I want to read all of Shakespeare throughout my life, so I've got Macbeth, which I've read before, but I don't actually own. So had to cop that because it was $2, so why not? One of my favorite authors is Herman Hesse. Never heard of this book, Ross Halder, so thought I'd give it a go. Wow, that's 5 books and 5 different categories.
Really good.
Which is good. Controversial book, Lolita. Have to read it. Whether you think it should be read or not, it's gotta be read. I can't lie. Yeah, we'll see. Apparently it's pretty explicit and fucked up, but we'll give it a go. I mean, I've heard only really great things about Nabokov and his writing, so that's exciting to read. He's Russian and this is German, so I'm actually going to split them up. Twelfth Night by Shakespeare, add to the Shakespeare section. I actually have heard like nothing about this book. I've got no idea what it's about. I mean the play, but we'll give it a go. Faust Part 2, I got for $3, which is pretty good. I already have Faust Part 1. I've read probably half of it, but now I've got the second one to actually make me read it. He's German, so he's gone in German author. Even though it's poetry, I kind of want to keep... based off the vibes, I've got another Goethe. I've got Young Werther by Goethe. So I kind of want to keep them all together. I do have different sections for plays, as I was saying before, but I don't know. I want to keep all the... I don't know, just vibes, you know. Ishiguro, Never Let Me Go is a more modern book that I'm interested to read. I've read An Artist of the Floating World by him. I thought it was low-key a hard read, like really confusing, but I want to delve into it a bit more. So I got this at a secondhand bookstore, and it was like $10. So I thought, why not? And I've been looking for it. That's gonna go in the modern section. Anthony and Cleopatra by Shakespeare is another one to add to the list. Haven't read it yet. Naked Lunch, Penguin modern classic. I honestly took it off the shelf, looked at the cover, and thought, you know what, I'm gonna read it. I often don't read the blurb because I feel like sometimes it spoils too much of the book, and honestly, just the name of a book is enough to get me interested. So yeah, that's what I did. That's gonna go in the modern section. Lost and Found by Heinrich Schliemann. I'm quite interested in Troy, Mycenae, Minos, all those more Bronze Age type Greek civilizations. So I thought I would cop this and give it a read. I'm a big Heinrich Schliemann guy too, so that's cool. That's going in modern history. Modern historians writing about ancient history. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Oh my god, I'm a flop. Treasure Island. The Annals of Imperial Rome. Tacitus. This is like if you know anything about Rome, you've read this. Plutarch, The Age of Alexander. This is more of his biographies. I've got some of them, but this one features the Alexander one, which is really cool. And it's probably the most important one he wrote. Not gonna lie. Important biography he wrote. The Prince by Machiavelli. This is like a foundational political text, so I had to cop it. Henry IV by Shakespeare is another one I'm adding to the list. I have, from another secondhand store, I have one of my favorite Shakespeare, actually probably my favorite Shakespeare, is Julius Caesar in the same, the Pelican Shakespeare print. So I had to cop it, because it's one I'm interested in. But they look cool together. Thomas Mann, Death in Venice, Tristan and Tania Kruger is another one I picked up at a secondhand store. Because I found out that he was good friends with Hermann Hesse, and Hermann Hesse is one of my favorite authors. So I thought it would be interesting to give one of his works a read. I'll add that to the German. The Girl on the Via Flaminia, Alfred Hayes. I know nothing about this book, and I know nothing about this author, but it looked cool, and I just wanted to read it, so I bought it. Another Hermann Hesse, Peter Kamenzind. Don't know anything about it. Hermann Hesse. Gonna read it. We'll put that with the other one. Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin is one that I see on TikTok all the time, and I haven't read or really seen at any secondhand stores. So when I saw it, had to get it. I'm excited to give this one a read. I think I'm gonna fly through it. Not gonna lie, it's not very long. It's 150 pages, and I honestly just think I will fuck with it. So that's getting copped. American author. We don't have many of them, so that's good. Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse is one of his like big three that I haven't read, that I've been kind of warming up to by reading a few other of his books, but they're all, well, they can be kind of mindfucky. So, and I mean, look at the cover; it's gonna be mindfucky. I've heard good things about this book, so I'm kind of waiting to read this one. I don't want to read it yet until I've really warmed up to his like style of writing. So I've read probably 3 of his books now, but I might wait till I'm like at 5 and then give it a go, because I really want to try and understand it as best I can on the first read. But as always, a reread is necessary, especially for like Steppenwolf, which I read but need to reread. Another German. Okay, this is what I'm reading right now. Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. It's going to go in the Russian author section, obviously. Russian. Okay. Hermann Hesse. Narcissus and Goldmund. Honestly don't know anything about it, but my dad said read it, so I'm going to read it eventually. But honestly, it's not that high on the list right now. But we'll get there, and we'll add it to the Hermann Hesse section, which is 4 books strong right now, the biggest section. The Germans are winning by far right now. Persuasion by Jane Austen. I don't have any Jane Austen, so this is where I'm starting with Jane Austen. I honestly don't know anything about the book. Persuasion sounded cool. There was a few of her books there. Persuasion sounded the coolest. Here I am. English. Thank you. I recently read Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov, and I fucking loved this book. So awesome. Big fan. So this is going in the Russian section, but I highly recommend if you see this book in a bookstore or a secondhand store or a charity shop near you, this is the one to go for. And he's going to go in my Russian section. So this is what we're looking at right now. We've got a few different sections: English, German, Russian, modern history, ancient authors, politics, plays, Shakespeare, and modern fiction, and one American over here. So that's what we're rocking with right now. I'm going to add my other books to these same piles, and then we're going to reconfigure what's going on over here. Hi, so right now I've got what ancient authors were there. I'm going to fill that in. We're going to start... Oh wait, hang on, I'll show you the piles. I got some big ass piles here. Biggest one so far is English authors, which surprised me, but I think their books are just thickest. I'm not sure. If you add Shakespeare to the list, it's definitely English. We're going to put these back, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, it's pretty chill. Okay. Ancient authors. Ow!
Just like a benefit now, I'm sick, try to put myself out the more that I push, the more that I drown out. I'm telling myself getting out from the lost, just like a benefit now, I'm sick, try to put myself in the crowd, the more that I push, the more that I drown out. I'm telling myself getting out from the lost, just like a benefit now, I'm sick, try to put myself in the crowd, the more.
Okay, so I have done ancient authors, modern history, modern historians, ancient history, history, politics, travel, art, language, classics. We've got American, English, German, Russian, the weird Europeans, Shakespeare, modern literature, biographies, and I've just pushed them into with my old vinyls. If you want to see a video where I actually talk about different books I'd recommend and whatever, because you know I'm a reader, then smash that subscribe button and we'll get that. That'll happen. Otherwise, peace.